What's up, everyone? I'm Coach D, and once again, I want to thank you guys for tuning into my channel. If you haven't hit that subscribe button yet, please do so now. I really do appreciate your support. Okay, have you guys heard this story that was told by this guy about the New York CEO whose employees pooped inside of his Lamborghini? If you haven't, check it out.
CEO is suing his employees because he alleges that they all took turns taking poops through the top of his convertible Lamborghini. Yesterday, he eliminated all of their Christmas bonuses, and then today he showed up in a brand new convertible Lamborghini. With the CEO stuck in meetings all day, the employees went down to the parking underneath the building and paid off the parking attendant to look the other way, and then they took some laxatives so that they would be ready to blow. When the CEO had time to go down to his car, he realized that something smelled, and then he realized that it was his Lamborghini Turtonator right in front of him. So he starts yelling at the parking attendant, "How did you let this happen? What happened?" And the guy's like, "I don't know. Nobody was here. I don't know what's going on." And he's like, "I need to see the security footage." And he's like, "Unfortunately, the security footage doesn't work. Those cameras, they just don't work." The CEO goes back up to the office and he's yelling at people like, "Hey, is this about the Christmas bonuses?" And they're like, "We don't know what you're talking about, but this sounds like a pretty crappy situation." And the CEO's like, "I'm going to figure out who did this. I called a tow truck and they're going to tow this to a lab and we're going to do some DNA testing on the poop or whatever and see if there's a way to figure out who did this."
Okay, awesome story, very funny, but unfortunately, it is parody. That is a comedy skit. This guy, I guess, does a lot of comedy skits. I looked it up because when I was listening to the story, I'm like, this is not true. When he said they all took laxatives, I'm like, you could talk me into a lot of things, but you're not going to talk me into taking a laxative with a bunch of other people and then taking a dump in someone's car. It's just not going to happen. So I'm thinking there are logical people in the world that are like me that would say this is not a good idea. So I looked it up. Snopes says it is just parody, and this guy does these type of videos a lot. And kudos to him for doing this and people believing that it's true. But you have to think the reason people would believe this is true is because there are companies out there that would do this. There are CEOs of companies who would not give people their Christmas bonuses and go ahead and buy themselves a Lamborghini. I know right now, because of someone that I know who works for a company that is going to be having a Christmas party where they're bringing in all sorts of bubble machines and all these things for their employees to have this Christmas party. And then they're going to tell them that they're not getting Christmas bonuses. And my friend is saying, why not just not have this stupid party? Most of the people don't want to go to this party. Like, the party seems to be costing a lot of money. It's being held at a facility that is owned by the CEO's wife. And they're just having this party and basically flaunting their money while at the same time telling their employees that they're not getting Christmas bonuses. Now, you can argue over if people should get Christmas bonuses, if that should be expected or whatever. But I'm telling you, the reason why people believe this story is because we know that a lot of these CEOs of companies are snakes. Everyone probably has a story of a manager or a CEO or a boss of some kind that has done something snaky like this. And that is why so many people fell for this parody, because it is so close to the truth. Period.
Don't want no enemies or ops. Envy in their heart, I tell them stop. Vacation on the yacht.